Hello and welcome, it's Kosh here at Granite City RC. Don't know if you've seen the last video, but I was having problems with the rear drive shafts for the Granite. So what I've done is I've gone ahead and got some replacement ones for the rear drive shafts. GPM, I think it's a metal drive shaft there. So we'll give these a shot and see if that works out any better. But I've not really taken the back apart, so this is going to be an interesting fix, I guess, for it. But we'll get on with it and see how we go on. Okay, so I think I need to get that off there. Lock and pin. Bit surprised that I managed to damage the drive shaft so quickly, because it's only been a handful of times coming out, but I think from reading up a little bit, that's one of the things which can go, and once they go, you can kind of put a temporary fix and squeeze it back into place, but I think it just makes them more likely to go every time then. So that just pops out, we've got a bearing on there. There's a screw into there, that's the pin and screw into there, that's the end of this. Let's see if I can find it there. Where'd you offer there? I suppose it's part of maintenance, you have to learn what you're doing with what you've got at some point, and why not learn as you do it? And that one again doesn't want to pull off. Got a sneaking suspicion that there might be a screw actually in there, if I seem to remember. Okay, so I've done a little bit of research, as I thought there is a screw actually in there. The best way to do it is with a hex driver through there, but currently all I have is my trusty little Allen key, which isn't actually long enough to go down the drive shaft to then loosen that nut in there with the screw. So I might actually have to go and get some proper hex tools so I can get through the shaft and undo that. I did see one video with someone just said, oh, I ripped that bit off, but I don't really feel like ripping bits apart, so I'm going to have to pause the video here, I think, until I get some better tools and can actually get in there and do something useful. I'll show you the drive shafts. As I said, it's GPM sliders. Strange that I don't see it on that side, but that side does have a washer, a little rubber washer there. That side doesn't appear to have one, although this one did have little rubber stoppers each side. Don't know if that's going to affect anything, but there's nothing in there, just checking. For now I think that's about as much as I can do. So yeah, I'll get some tools ordered up and look about doing this properly. So, fail on video. Okay, so I've managed to get myself some hex drivers. Can't remember where I left off the video last bits, but there was a missing O-ring on this end of the drive shaft. But so I've contacted GPM and they're sending out a replacement one. So I can get on and replace one of the drive shafts at least, and it's going to be the same for the other side, to be honest. So I'm trying to remember if it's a 2 or 2.5. That's a 2mm. So that should go straight in there, and I should find something at some point that wants to get this out of the way so I can get a good grip on everything. I don't mind swapping out just the one, and we can swap the other one out when I get the piece through. Right, pop you back in there just so I don't lose you. At least I can get a bit of a better grip on there. There we go. So, yeah, it's a bit of a strange place to put a screw, really. The most inaccessible area to get through, but I don't make these things, I just play with them. So with these GPM ones, you get a little packet, a couple of screws, a couple of grub screws, a couple of springs, which I presume is going over this bit. Not entirely sure where the grub screw goes, unless the grub screw goes in there and oh, I see. I think these screws, I don't know if you're able to see in the shaft there, that would get screwed onto there. Then I'll need to pop the spring sections over, reattach this universal end, and do it that way. So I think that's going to be easy enough. Let's pop this pin out. So yeah, there's a hole through there, so we'll get that screwed into place. I don't know if it's going to be easier having that already on this back section and then levering it over instead of trying to get it over that part. So we'll try and... So that's ready for when I need to reattach the universal joint. I'll just pull that over that edge there. Right. So I presume you're still a 2mm on that one. That's good. Should probably Loctite that a little bit. Just want to dab. Do a tube some. There you are. So let's put a dab on the thread for this. Just in case. Right. So I feel that's the easiest part done. Now we need to figure getting universal joint back in. Where's that hole? So there we go, that's that pin slid on there. Right, let's just, it's the easiest way, screwdriver, maybe try and lever this up and over. Keep you out of the way. Just, there we go. That's pretty good and secure there. There was a hole for a grub screw somewhere, wasn't there? Of course, it's right in somewhere. There he is. Oh, tiny grub screw. That's what you like, 1.5 I'm hoping, because that's 1.5 grub screw. And where's my? There you are. Yeah, I'm just going to put a little dab Loctite on you. Probably not needed, but better safe than sorry. Right, okay, so that's that bit on there. I think that just needs to slide into there, through those bearings. And then we can slip drive shafts on. Okay, so yeah, it's reasonably straightforward. Let's try and get this all put back together now. And as I said, I'll have to wait for that missing O-ring on the other one before I can do the other side, but for now this will get me back up and running. So it's kind of annoying that the drive shaft went initially, because I've not had it that long. There is a warranty, but I don't think they'd cover it with what I've been doing with the Granite. Get this arm back in there. Get a wheel on, and that's this side complete. And I think what I'll do for now is I'll take the best one of these two. Don't know if you can see, they're pretty chewed up. This one I think is the best out of the two, and I'll just put it back on the other side so at least I can run this for now. Try not to get in too much trouble with it, I guess. So there we go, job half done. I'm sure I'll have this out in a video soon, once it's not night time and I can actually get outside and do something. But thanks for watching. And if you haven't seen it, that's how you replace or change the drive shaft. Bye now.